In every episode, we like to get everyone on the show to pick a script. So, Gary, would you like to please explain what script you have chosen this time and tell us something about it?
Yeah, so my script this time is my best friend's wedding. I love romantic comedies and wedding comedies in particular. This one stars Julia Roberts, and she kind of plays the bad guy in a way because she goes after the guy that's going to get married in order to tell him that she is in love with him. And of course, it doesn't go right at all. It goes horribly wrong. So yeah, I really like it, and I've actually written my first feature screenplay was a wedding comedy, so it was partly inspired by my best friend's wedding.
I think having known you for quite a while, I know this is the script or the film that you constantly bring up, basically.
Yeah, it's my favourite film, I think.
So, I mean, what sets it apart from like every other sort of rom-com or like, I mean, you're quite a big fan of rom-coms, so like, so this must have been quite a special script.
Yeah, I
Basically.
think I mean it was one of the first sort of wedding comedies that I saw. I think so. Yeah, so and I just kind of it's it's just very funny, and it's kind of a it's normally normally the main character is the guy, and in this one the main character is the Julia Roberts character, and she's chasing after the guy, and she just can't do anything right. And yeah, and there's lots of obstacles that get in the way, as you'd expect from a good romantic comedy. And yeah, and it's I think I don't know if they made it now it would be something different, but you can see this is kind of where they got maybe bridesmaids from. The female characters and everything. I think it maybe influenced that partly.
Okay, thanks so much, Richard. What is your chosen script?
My script today is The Martian, obviously adapted from the sort of novel,
Okay.
which obviously I'm a big fan of, and yeah.
Well, what would you say, having read both, or having read the novel and what's the film, would you say it's a faithful script
I would
adaptation?
say yes, yeah, it's a very faithful adaptation. I'd say they got about 85% of the material of the book into the film. They did it very sympathetically, and I thought they achieved a lot with that.
I think you can confidently say that in the film, they needed to get the actor for the protagonist correct. So I mean, Matt Damon was amazing in the film.
Mm-hmm.
But how much on the script side of things, and also did you get a lot of that in the book? Like, was the main character because he essentially ran the whole film pretty much.
Yeah.
And also he's on his own a lot, so it really relied on the sort of acting ability.
Yeah.
Basically,
I would say, yeah, they definitely got it right with Matt Damon and the writing of the character. They used the sort of humour that's prevalent that goes with the character in the book, goes into the film, and also sort of guides the audience through. I think that as a sort of coping mechanism, and also it kind of stops the audience from getting bored with too much of the sort of hard science that's throughout the book and the film. It sort of adds a nice sort of approachable layer, so I think they did pretty well with that.
I think I remember there was not too much sort of scientific jargon, but I mean it did become quite scientific throughout the film. So I mean, did the book have a lot of the sort of explanation over sort of science, or?
I think the book was pretty well researched, and that goes into the film as well. But I think with the character being a relatable, sort of almost ordinary character, that means that sort of explanation was kind of more accessible to the reader, whereas if it was a more dry or, less interesting character, it would have gone over the reader or the viewer's head much more sort of, easily.
Okay, thanks very much for that. Thanks very much for choosing your scripts this time. And let's move on to our first topic.